Remember, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
One of the 50-50, a real pick-em, which has almost every...
What a night it's been. This evening's been amazing, better than we expected.
Good hard right up to the body there by Joseph Parker, and
like this time a thicker, and he's physically trained.
Whyte.
Yep, quick start for Parker, and Whyte was caught early.
Joseph Parker is the much quicker man, the much sharper.
He did, and that's not going to help him against that speed that Tony talks about. Joseph opinion to try and slow him down.
I think it's a good thing if very flat-footed as Joseph Parker is up on the toes. Good counter left hook.
Lovely shots from Joseph Parker, and Whyte has just been an air of confidence, not outright.
And he usually uses weight as an advantage, but here, such the quicker, more fluid fighter.
He's got faster hands than you. You have to create angles and try and create openings.
I think he's hit him with any. It might have been someone on the side of the head, but I think he's already got Dillian.
Shooting.
Five. Only that one defeat here to Anthony Parker in his 26th outing.
And he's doing it. There's another big right hook. Dillian goes back with another counter to Johnny because the advice he was being given by Kevin Barry.
His tactics will be to box and move and pick Whyte off and get him.
Parker and T. Whyte will be looking to come on some fighter.
I think he's the better technician. I would like to see him use that more. He's using it sparingly and not.
Well, Parker evidently the faster fighter. A bit desperate, loads up and tries to hit power. He needs to not do that.
I wouldn't say full, but he looks like heavier, bigger, more solid.
That's a great body shot. He whipped in there. That's woken the crowd up.
He's never been on the floor. See it. Oh, it's a clash of heads. It's not even a punch.
Unfortunate there for Parker. I mean, he took a bad clash of heads there, and that's
going to get clumsy here, Dillian, because he's given Joseph Parker an opportunity to
could be hurt, albeit with the head on the blind side of the referee.
Jab and blind Joseph Parker, and then try and land the right.
Then he would run. He hasn't done that. He stood his ground, Parker.
You would say to yourself, why would you come to the rodeo again? For me, it shows hunger. You don't come from where he's from and not, you know, and have
a shorter camp in Vegas. But good work.
Slowly walking Joseph Parker down.
Yeah, trying to survive up close when it gets like that.
He's got that we talked about on the scales. Seems to be hitting harder.
The reach advantage, use it to your advantage.
Lock him up on that, get him to start throwing the jab to the body and the head and set up that.
He'll be picking up on every single thing that Parker's doing. That's a great jab by Dillian. He's been around the block, Adam. Like I said, you know, he's been there, see.
Tremendous body work, says Kevin Barry. Kubrat Pulev. And Joseph Parker might be...
I'm really surprised where this is going.
Where the boxing can't be shown. He wants a rough
guy, and he's been through so much in his life already.
He's going to get hurt himself, I believe, because if this can't...
His mum came to England to earn money.
And he baptised him that night, but I think, you know, he's come along. I think we've seen the maturity in these last 12 months, and I really do. I mean,
but so too will Joseph Parker, who turns Dillian. He needs to be careful here because he's getting roughed up. 45 minutes or so ago, which is all intact.
Very well to level the score.
Joseph Parker is shying away from the wall here, Adam. He doesn't want...
Dillian Whyte is dragging him through this early in the fight.
Here,
no,
you can't
right.
show too much respect.
I totally agree.
And Joseph Parker's calling a fight like this. This is a war. This is a hot...
On the Povetkin. Joseph Parker probably 5. Daniel Dubois coming through. Great times for the big...
Overloading, and when you miss, when you overload, you sort of swing wild.
There it was again. There's foot and balance at times to Dillian Whyte, and he's got to learn to plant his... But, you know, he needs to iron out of his game.
Nice uppercut from Whyte. Just breathing heavily as well there. Parker is his advantage, taking a toll early.
It's the second half of the fight where he can come on. That's it to the weight issue. It will show on Dillian in the second half of the fight.
Parker looking for the counter punch here. He's backing up.
Cleared the body from Joseph Parker, but there was no real weight in it. You know, Dillian is in the punch. That's a good right hand, Joseph Parker, but nothing punchier tonight is Dillian Whyte.
Really calling this. Have you guys scored?
Style of fight that Joseph Parker wanted, but saying that, I think
Trying to...
You wrestle them, you pull them on, you bang them up, and that's
on the sixth round.
Joseph Parker does not like this up close.
And trying to land something meaningful, but it's Whyte.
Guys, I do think he can get it, but can he keep this pace up? Because
More and more.
Parker did come in at 17-4.5.
did against AJ, but ultimately that's a good right hand by Dillian Whyte.
Artillery from Whyte.
I think this is a totally different...
Just looked at his corner there, Parker.
Yeah, Parker's showing bad signs up close. Parker really needs to get his boxing going. Like this, more.
Needs to now make Dillian fight when he wants to rest, because this is where the
Heavyweights we're seeing tonight. How much have they been up for this?
So,
And that's what he's doing time and time again. Up close, he just wants to get out of there. He needs to get... He's looking over at his corner, and that uppercut there from Whyte, you can't...
Back and thinks Parker might be, so some of these rounds subjective. And David have got Dillian Whyte in a handy lead.
now the lighter man who's got a little bit more sharpness to the game. Good right hand, Carl.
He could be, because he's trying to time that uppercut, and that right hand's nice. But
Whyte trying to close down the ring. Back up Parker.
Top. He's doing well going down the stairs of the body.
As Whyte stalks. Parker the left hook from.
yeah, that tires you out. The cornered man, Parker, not happy with that. Referee comes down by his side. He's quite lethargic in his movement. And
on adrenaline now, guys. I think he's tiring, but he's just the determination that's getting Dillian Whyte through this. And you know, you've got to think you have to forcing the pace, and he's forcing this out of himself.
And there's something in him.
You know, someone like Dillian Whyte loves to fight. You know, likes to have a fight.
Yes.
This is good work.
And he gave Dave Allen with that win over Nick Webb. It's all go.
see my scorecard there. I've got Whyte to step it up, pick up the pace, get his boxing skills and his fast hands going, and has got any intention to step on the gas unless he's waiting for Whyte.
I think you're right when you say he's lethargic and he's switching off.
Pretty, but it's just chipping away success, didn't he, in this fight?
From a former world champion.
Right hand. There's some effect though there. No, as Parker works the body but walks into an
downs to win the fight. It shows you haven't given everything you've got.
Needs to inject some pace and throw some shots, because Whyte's able to just walk forward and...
Hands down there from Parker. Look at
come into play.
Right hand to the body, left hooks there. It's there all day for us.
He doesn't want to engage, and it's so frustrating. You know, that's the first round.
He's not winning pretty, Dillian Whyte. He doesn't. In this modern heavyweight history.
Itches in his punches, Carl, to be honest, and he needs to really...
Whyte is showing signs of tiredness. Parker, for me, is also showing signs of the body. Then be back on him again with another corner.
Parker's on his feet. That's a huge knockdown. Stands on the verge.
He needs to set this up.
He's interested, and he gets called the left hook, and the writing's on the wall now.
Charging Dillian Whyte, this physical one.
The mentality I expect from Parker. It's very disappointing, but let's not
to fight out Joseph Parker. He's roughed him up. He's took Joseph Parker.
Make it through this round. Still trying to throw punches.
Tired before this. He was showing signs of lethargicness. Comes the counter from Dillian Whyte.
Great catching counter, Carl.
Really good counter. I think the only way back is to go out on his shield. He needs to really throw this ring on his back, because Whyte's looking still aggressive.
Heart and determination of Dillian Whyte. That is his strongest weapon.
Joseph Parker, 4 years younger. Can he muster something up later?
And that's when Parker needs to then jump on him and work. And now he's on his back foot.
The ball here. Don't be surprised if you see the towel coming, guys, because
continues to utilise the jab.
Not see it coming, and he'll hit the floor again, guys.
Good. Not got much left. You see when he injects that pace, he looks dangerous.
Try cut. Can he find something from somewhere to
tap him? And even, like I've said over and over again, that even the non-punches, he's on the back foot. So will all the weight be in the shot when he does counter?
This is where we'd expect to see Whyte struggle. But Parker's been hurt. He's been
an international fight, not for a world title, but
he's 10 points down.
Yeah, enormously. Joseph Parker to find an answer.
6. It's feeling sorry for yourself, and you can't do that in a fight of this magnitude.
If he can maintain this is what we want to see. Rough again from
gets himself sorted.
Well, there's a strong chance here, Parker.
Joseph Parker just can't manhandle him. He can't force.
Can't seem to have the effect, Parker. And the body
take nothing away here, guys. From this is a really good. You know, you can't ask any more of Dillian Whyte tonight.
Well, he's training the life out of him.
Impressive.
It is, Adam. Like I say, I got that wrong saying he has Joseph Parker's a bit of a puncher, guys.
Well, it was a big uppercut.
Watching Dillian Whyte. You know, he's using the weight to his advantage now.
Still hurt. And a right hand from Parker. And one. Parker trying for one. And suddenly, he looks.
But he fight with.
Gamble for both camps to take this fight. At the moment, Parker, can he land something?
Well, Parker needs to leave every ounce of energy in that ring so he can go.
He's going to go down here, guys. He's got to be wise to hold. Oh, he's bandy-legged at him. But
Parker should not be holding on here. He should be going for the finish.
And here comes one. Comes again.
Again, Dillian Whyte, but he's showing how to get it off.
Whyte digging in. Parker
Giving it back.
Both men here, I mean, both.
Joseph Parker must know he needs the big punch now.
From that, but Parker's outworked himself here.
They have given it everything, and still Parker goes
Here, guys. Big right hand.
He's hurting.
He's gone. He's out on his feet.
Trouble here. He's up at 8.
Oscar to give him a chance.
Parker.
Oh, no.
To the end.
He survived this round.
He's survived. He has.
Deserves huge respect. Look at this. This is
from Brixton, London.
Fair play to Dillian Whyte. You cannot take knock.
Fights tonight.
Dillian looked exhausted.
Well, look at that
from
right
round
hand
8.
there.